welcome back to Sneaker Talking with Paperboy. This is the 3rd episode, and I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Today we're going to get into new sneaker releases. We're going to talk about the All-Star Weekend drops that happened in San Francisco. We're going to talk about SBs. We're going to talk about old school Nike posters and a bunch of other cool things like that, man. And we're just going to dive straight up in it. So right now, you are looking at a pair of 2025 Unions that are going to drop, and they had dropped during the All-Star Weekend. Union is a clothing brand that is located on Melrose in LA, and they have done a lot of collabs with Jordan. The first Unions that they had did was some black and red and white ones, some blue ones, and they pushed through a couple more years. Then they had dropped 4 pair of 4s, some moss colors, green and gray. What else they had? Then they had a black pair, and I forgot, the guava pairs. And those are some real high premium sneakers, man, so shout out to Union. But this has to be probably one of the most simplest build shoes ever. I just feel like that they just got some lost and founds and threw some black and gray upper for the ankle support on it, threw some stitching up in here because their style is like kind of like off-white stitching. But again, this is an okay shoe in my opinion. It's a hype shoe, so a lot of y'all gonna go nuts for it. This was a San Francisco All-Star drop. You can only have gotten these in Frisco if you had the sneaker app and they had you do some scanning somewhere else. But yeah, this is it, the Union ones. So this shoe right here, this is called a Air Jordan 4 SB, as you see right here. And those who don't know what SB stands for skateboarding. So the whole concept of the shoe is not to skateboard in this shoe, although skaters will skate in this shoe. But the dynamic of this shoe is the comfortability of the skateboard padding in this shoe. I used to skateboard for about 7 years as a young buck, and those skate shoes were real bulky, chunky, and comfortable. When the green ones dropped about last year, which also won sneaker, or 2 years ago I believe, which also won sneaker of the year, I just really enjoyed and appreciated the whole build concept around the shoe. It's very high premium with the leather. I feel like the nubuck / suede was also premium. No other shoes that I know really use like rubber netting on this. The other netting on other shoes is usually like plastic. The back right here is rubber because like on a regular Jordan 4 it's plastic, and over time that shit is snapped. And if you have a pair of these shoes, the inner sock line is very padded. The tongue isn't that padded, but overall the shoe is really just comfortable. And I appreciate this shoe. And they also threw a half gum bottom on the bottom of this. In my opinion, this might end up winning sneaker of the year, but I highly doubt it because the green ones already won 2 years ago. And also, they got a red and white pair that's friends and family only. So I don't know how I'm gonna get that, but my friends and family up at Nike, please look out for me. But also, what I feel right now, how the game is, I feel like it's 4s versus 1s. Because there's so many color 4s dropping and there's so many color 1s dropping. And I feel like these are the 2 most sought after sneakers, and they just go well with the way that the culture is dressing. You know, baggy era is back, but I'm talking about the guys that like got the fitted straight stacked jeans like myself. These shoes just sit very well with that type of style. And overall, like I said, these are both great shoes, great sneakers in my opinion. These are probably my favorite number Jordans, the 1s and the 4s, and obviously the 3s. So, if you was in San Francisco for All-Star Week, somebody had to tip you off when these things had released. Nobody knew that these 4s were dropping, and they only dropped that one spot in Frisco called DLX. DLX is a skateboard shop right there on Market, right there on the cusp of Castro. And they had these things released. They had put it on their gram, and boy, I'm telling you, that line was wrapped around that building like it was Jay-Z autographing Blackout albums. Shout out to DLX, man. I remember I had bought my Tiffany diamonds from there for I think $110 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, them was the good old days. Again, shout out to DLX and shout out to Nicky Diamonds, man. One of the hardest SB Nikes to ever drop. Boom. Shout out to Nike and Nike Skateboard. I appreciate you. So, right here, this is the third release of Black Toes. The first one was back in '85, I believe. Second one was a few years ago, probably in 2019. And this is the third release right here. And they're not even called Black Toes no more. They call them something else. They call them the My Very Best. And my pair that I had a couple years ago when they released the first time, it was an elderly Asian guy that played at the recreational gym. It was me and my partner Han, and he had the Fragment ones on that day, and I had put these on that day. And I had walked to the gym, right? And this older Asian man was like, man, I remember when them things came out, I wanted them as a kid. I just couldn't get them. And you know what the game had told me? They said, hey, Pate, go ahead and come about them sneakers and get them to that man. I said, what? The game said, get about them shoes and give them to that man. Don't worry, we got you. And I said, but bruh, I just got these. And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with the game. So I took these shoes off and I gave him a pair like this. I said, here, bruh, I'm blessing you with these brand new size 9.5 black toe ones that you wanted back in the 80s that you couldn't get. Don't ask me why I'm giving them to you, just take them and accept them. And he did that and he gave me a big hug. This is a true story. Now, a couple years later, I got this pair plus 3 more pair for ice that I'm about to stash. You dig what I'm saying? So I just want to say I appreciate the game, and sometimes you just gotta listen to the game because you will get blessed. Don't you ever question the game, why the game asks you to do certain things, just do it. I didn't know why I was doing it. I just know in the near future it's gonna be action-packed, and that's what happened. But yeah, though, these came out during All-Star. Matter of fact, the ones that came out during the All-Star was the bread ones that nobody really got their hands on. I actually didn't see a pair of those joints. I heard that they were only at selective stores only, and I have yet to see a pair. So if you got a pair out there, let me know so I can do a good sneaker review on them. So that's enough with these joints right here. The bread toe ones, the black and red black toe ones, they didn't sell out. They're still at all the stores. And yeah, I hope you are able to get a pair. Alright? Enough with that. So we're gonna talk about this shoe right here. This shoe right here was probably the most disruptive sneaker of all time that shook the game up at a high point that it got everybody's attention. The shoe I'm talking about is this Nike Air Foamposite Galaxy sneaker. Now, when this shoe dropped, it birthed a lot of sneakerheads. It raised the eyebrows of a lot of older people, and it also hatched a lot of stores called reselling stores. Now, why did it happen? Because this shoe made the news at a breaking news time. We know that back in the 80s, people got shot for Jordans, people was getting robbed and trampled over. But the way that this shoe had hit the game, even when the Nike SB Pigeons had came out, it was all in the newspaper. But nothing like this shoe has ever disrupted the game like it did. This shoe had somebody willing to give up their house for these shoes. This shoe went for $90,000 on eBay. This shoe has been offered to be traded for a Pontiac Sunfire and other sneakers, and I just couldn't believe it. This shoe was also had people camping out for at least a week straight. And when this shoe dropped, it just all hell broke loose. And I was fortunate to get a pair from a partner of mine that I paid $400 for. I think I gave him $500 for a used pair. At the time, it was probably maybe about 6-7 months old, but I was lucky to have a pair from my partner. And I just want to thank you for that. And here they are now. The work that I put in this sneaker game, y'all, I am definitely blessed to get phone calls from the higher up and different stores saying, hey, pick what size you need. And here they are now. The iconic penny Foamposites Galaxy sneakers. And the bottom glows right here. Front piece, inside sole, left sole. But yeah, and when these things released during the All-Star weekend, every shoe that was sold was given a free Galaxy tee that I don't got with me, but I will be showing y'all. But that's what I do respect about Nike. They gave us a free promo item when we had purchased or received a pair of these. And shout out to my man JD Kiss for coming through, picking up his pair. I love you, big bro. But yeah, so that's it with this. I hope you guys were fortunate to receive a pair of these. If you have not, do not worry. This was only a all-star drop. They're going to be dropping sometime this month. I believe on the 21st. Retail is $240. If you don't want to pay that, then you pretty much butt cheeks out. And I say resale on these joints will probably be close to $500 to $1,000. So good luck with that. Now we're gonna talk about these Jordan 4s right here that are coming out soon. These are called the Ice Blue 4s. And they remind me a lot of the white and chrome 4s that came out years ago. I think the Pure Monies, because they're just that nice classic flat look with the chrome lace buckles right here. I believe these are probably female shoes by the looks of it, but I honestly like this shoe. It's pretty decent. I would definitely use these as an everyday sneaker. That nice seafoam green. You know I'm a big seafoam fan, especially that 85 GSL SE RX-7 that I'm dying to grab. So if you got a GSL SE RX-7 seafoam green that you're willing to let go, please let Dope Boy Pink know about it. I will cash you out, but I will not give you no bring a trailer price. I'll give you something like 55, 75. We can talk numbers later though, alright? Now, the shoe I'm about to reveal right now. First dropped in 1997. Then I want to say it dropped in 2005. Then we got them in 2025. And they're right here. They came in the original box that they once came in. We all know the story about this sneaker. This was when the game was really good. You could actually just walk into a store and be like, yo, let me get a size 10 in them. And go to the back, actually happy to help you. And be like, yo, here you go. And that's the era where you can actually try this shoe on. Now you're not even allowed to try this shoe on no more. You just know your size, pay for it, and get it out of there. But this right here is the Jordan 12s, red and black, aka the flu season. This is when Jordan scored, I think, maybe 45 plus points, and it's that iconic picture with him and Scottie Pippen getting off the basketball court because bro was really sick that day, and he still put some numbers up. And just for a fun fact, Jordan has never won a championship without Scottie Pippen. I repeat, Michael Jordan has never won a championship without Scottie Pippen. I just want to tell you that with intel right there. Because Jordan never won any championships, to be honest. The Chicago Bulls did. And I say that to say all this. If you're going to try to win, you need your team. You can't win by himself. But yeah, though, I remember back in 1997, man, I had a partner named Miguel, and he actually had the black and white ones, the obsidian and white ones, and the taxis along with my partner Shane Scott, aka my cousin. Then they came to James Dimon with a pair of these. And I was just like, bruh, your parents sell dope? And that was a serious question because bruh had every color in these, and these was like almost 150, it was probably 125 back in 1997, but for a kid to have all four, that's 250, that's $500 on 4 pair of sneaks, damn near in 2 years, which was crazy. But yeah though, if you're looking to grab another pair of these classic, iconic sneakers, definitely go for it. Look like the same old sneaker to me, nothing too crazy, nothing altered on this. The last ones that dropped, I think in 2005, they were suede, and they had like a little sick man emoji on the back. But these ones just, they tap back into the basic build. Came through with the classic box, that brown Nike box before Jordan became his own subdivision. That's what I'm talking about, man. Classic sneakers. So what I want to talk about now is Ed Jordan. There was a young lady named Stephanie Ramos. She had invited me to Alameda for this Jordan party that you guys had thrown. And I believe it was at the Alameda Air Base. And I'm not upset, but I'm very thankful for the invite and what you have done for the culture. But I was just kind of baffled how nobody received any type of gifts or thank you bags or a tote bag or a raffle for a sneaker. I say all this to say this: you guys are the biggest sneaker brand in the game, period. Can't nobody F with y'all. No Adidas, no Asics, no Nautica, nothing. You guys are ranked supreme. You guys are the level 99 boss. And for y'all to invite everybody through and not give away anything, not even no old shelf sitters, it was kind of disappointment, man. See, we know that y'all do so much for the culture, but just a small little appreciation, just a small giveaway would have made us feel extra special, man. Me being a consumer, we really appreciate things like that, man. And like I said, I'm not mad, I'm just kind of baffled. Same thing with the Shoe Palace party. Y'all literally a shoe store, and y'all wasn't trying to really shed or spread no love. I'm thankful for the parties y'all threw, but I couldn't tell it was a Shoe Palace party, and I could barely tell it was a Jordan party. I mean, y'all did bring Quavo through. Y'all did let my partner Larry Jr. perform. Good job, Larry. Hey. And y'all had Kehlani there also. I seen Beast Mode, aka Marshawn Lynch. And my little bro Golden pulled up. Stunner Man 02. Stunner Man from the pack. And a couple other celebrities and stars was up in there, along with myself. Not a star or celebrity. I'm just y'all call me a legend, but I'm just a cool cat that's just trying to find my way to the victory. That's it, that's all. But yeah, hey Jordan, I do want to say this again though. I do appreciate you. Stephanie Ramos, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And Frank Cooker, you know I love you. We tapped in like this. But honestly, I feel like y'all need to come holler at me and let me do some creative activity for the game, because me, I'm a big pillar, I'm a big heavy hitter in this culture, and the game need my ideas to help beef things up, because y'all creativity division, it ain't doing that good. I got a bunch of ideas, man, and a bunch of things that y'all need to revisit. Like, I need to revisit classical posters that we used to enjoy staring at on our walls. Y'all don't do those no more. Y'all don't do no more baby sneakers. I remember when these things came out. And now that we're speaking on these are pretty much my favorite shoes of the year right now, the 95 Air Max Up-Tempos that Kobe wore, aka Tim Duncan wore, Chris Webber wore, Scottie Pippen wore, and Kevin Garnett wore. But I remember when these things came out back in '95. These came in kid sizes, baby infants. A lot of up-tempos did too. Griffeys, Air Maxes too. I just don't know why y'all stopped that. Even when the SBs used to come out, the Hemps, y'all did the Nike SB Hemps, y'all did some Ray Guns, some Bucks. I think y'all need to bring the baby division back, because now us sneakerheads are giving birth to children now, and we want to pass that love down to them and keep the cycle going. But we need something to have them ball crazy up in. And also, I feel like y'all need to revisit the football division. I remember when Dan Marino had a pair of sneaks, Barry Sanders had the sneaks, even Jerry Rice had the sneaks. We're not talking about Bo Jacksons or Deion Sanders or any other top tier football player. The last football shoe that we probably seen that was nice was the Jordan Randy Moss. And you can tell the football shoe from a basketball shoe because it had like that outside turf grip, them little dots on it. And I just remember that was also a great time in sneaker history, man. We had choices of baseball sneakers, hoop shoes, and football shoes. Right now it's just pure hoop shoes, man. Hoop and running. And I'm checking the stocks, and I'm checking how y'all is actually peaking down. Y'all need to get a group of kids from the hood, from the streets, from the culture like me and a bunch of other my partners. Let us come play ball with y'all. We can beef y'all back up. So that's just one thing I want to ask you, Nike. If y'all would do that, we'll really definitely be high appreciative of that, man. And like I said, man, this is pretty much a sneaker show that's tapping in with all type of sneakers, releases, upcoming releases, just the essence of the game, and me just playing my part in the culture. You dig what I'm saying? Again, I just want to really just thank everybody for tuning in, man. I want to give special thanks to True Oakland, True SF, my partner Jay that run this, the homie Sam, Mike Brown. Y'all just made this excellent, and y'all made this happen, and together as a team we're gonna get this W. So I want y'all to subscribe to this channel. I want y'all to click the like button and make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow True SF, True Oakland, and make sure to follow me, Paperboy, the one and only, aka Dope Boy Pape. And also, this episode, which is my third episode, is sponsored by my little bruh, DP, Beyond Deadstock. Make sure to check him out. Wizzy, he's my little partner that's a heavy reseller. And if you hit him at the right time, he can get you pretty much anything. So make sure to check him out. Beyond Deadstock. This episode was brought to you by him. Sponsored. And this episode has been sponsored by my little partner this time out. And before I forget, the third episode has been sponsored by my little partner DP, aka Beyond Deadstock. He a heavy hitting reseller, and if you need anything, he can get you that. Any size. But make sure to hit him as soon as possible. Alright? Once again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in with Paperboy and enjoying my show called Sneaker Talking with Paperboy. This is the third episode, and we out. Remember this, get money, because being broke ain't funny. Peace out. I also want you to check out my jacket. God. That thing hard, huh? Check out the puffy Nike right there. The Puffer Boys.